Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, January 10th, 2012. Let's get started on the charts here. You'll see the S&P 500 E-mini futures are sharply higher this morning, trading up about 13.5 points to 1289 per contract. Very, very good move in the futures. Normally, when the futures are trading higher, it usually means that the U.S. dollar index is trading lower, and that is the case this morning. U.S. dollar index is trading lower by about 28 cents at the moment, catching a little bit of a bounce here, but nonetheless, a big move to start the day. Markets are holding pretty steady. You got a large gap up to begin the morning. We'll see how it goes here. A few things to go over first. You want to take a look at gold this morning. Gold is sharply higher as well. That's a pretty good move for gold. Let's look at the GLD, and you'll see that the GLD is trading up around 159.17. So decent pop there. You know, when gold is up, it usually means that the market is inflating. Gold is a precursor to what the market should be doing, and gold was holding up very well recently. So a decent move there in the markets with gold trading up about $32 on the spot, right to around $1,640 per ounce. So very nice move in gold this morning to start the day. Let's take a look at oil. We'll go to the USO here. You'll see the USO is trading up at $39.80, closed at $39.08. So that's a pretty significant pop in the USO to start the morning. You see spot crude trading up over $2 to $103.33 a barrel on WTI. That's West Texas crude. So everything is inflating this morning. You're getting a big inflation rally. Maybe it can last a little bit longer, but $103 oil is usually unsustainable in the long term. But right now, markets are rejoicing and everything is inflating. Let's take a look here at the Asian markets. Watch these Chinese ADRs today. All of the Asian markets were up significantly higher. Let's clean this up. And you can see stocks like Baidu are catching a bid. Stocks like NTES was one to watch today as a possible mover to the upside. Stocks like Sohu are not really doing all that much here, but nonetheless, China was up huge last night, and that's all you need to know. Anytime you get a rebound like that, you got to watch the Chinese ADRs. India was also up pretty significantly. Last night you had India up 2.2% in the Sensex, so Indian ADRs such as Tata Motors, ticker symbol is TTM, that could catch a little bit of a bid. It is extended already, so don't look for too much. Let's take a look at INFY, which is Infosys. That also is extended, so I would not look for too much. But the Chinese ADRs may be better plays there should the U.S. markets hold strong throughout the rest of the day. But you did have the Shanghai index up 2.7%. The Indian Sensex was up 2.2%. Those are big moves in both indexes in the Asian region. So again, Shanghai has bounced now over 5% in 2 days. So we'll see if the Chinese ADRs do catch a bid. The Indian ADRs are a little bit extended already, so the upside could be limited in a lot of those names. They still could move higher, but the upside could be limited. I think the Chinese ADRs are more likely to catch a bid, but nonetheless, we'll have to see how it goes. Let's take a look at some stocks in the news. There's a lot to talk about. Earnings season got underway yesterday. Did have a few companies report. Let's take a look at Alcoa. Alcoa today is trading around 963. Again, they miss earnings. I never understand why we make such a fuss out of Alcoa, but nothing really significant that I can see for the stock. But $10 looks like a ton of resistance if it gets there. So just watch $10. I mean, that's its upside potential in this market. Everything is rallying today anyway. So anything in the metal category, if it's copper, if it's iron ore, anything out there is rallying. You could take a look at stocks like BHP, which really cover everything under the sun when it comes to metals. Big gap up this morning. Ticker symbol is BHP. Then you can look at RIO, which is Rio Tinto. Big move. Freeport McMoran, which is FCX. That's up big as well this morning ahead of the opening bell. So anything inflationary, anything metal, anything copper, iron, nickel, they're gold, silver, they're all moving to the upside pretty nicely here. So you got a nice little move on everything in the metal category. So Alcoa could get to 10 bucks, but watch for resistance there. Okay, let's take a look at some other names we have out here. Um, Tiffany's is in the news today. The stock reported earnings. It's getting hit pretty significantly. 62 is some support. It breaks through here though. This stock could go lower, and you got to be careful. So be on watch with Tiffany's. That was, setting up for a nice little pattern. Reported earnings after the bell yesterday, and it is down. And that's why you always want to be careful when trading earnings. But there is some support at 62. If it fails to hold this support level, though, this stock could go much, much lower, and you got to be careful there. Okay, next real big support level is going to be all the way down to $56 a share on this one. But this is a pretty big decline. 62 is some support, but next big stop is going to be down to 56, and that's a long way lower. So Tiffany's disappoints on earnings. Let's take a look at WebMD. That's WBMD. This stock is getting clipped this morning. I'm not sure what the news is here. But this is another stock with some support around 25.50, 25.75. So may have a little bit more downside to go. That is a big, big shellacking, if we will say, in WebMD today. And really, the next big support level is going to be right around $26, $25.75 in that area. So be careful there, but the stock is getting really slaughtered today. Let's take a look at a couple of other names that I saw that were moving. We have this REGN is the ticker symbol. This stock is having a nice little pop to the upside. Again, it is very extended up here. There's a lot of resistance around the 75 level. So I would not be a buyer. In fact, it might even be a fade candidate. But right now, everything in the biotech world and the pharmaceutical world is catching a good bid. Check out the news on this one. I'm not sure what it is, but I couldn't be a buyer here because it's just too extended. Let's take a look at Juniper. This stock reported earnings, I believe, yesterday as well. Really a non-event. It's trading right around 21.38. You could see after the close yesterday, it sold off pretty sharply. Has come right back, and it's trading right around its unchanged level. If Juniper can rally, it has upside a little bit more. But, nothing really wrong if it could stay around here at the moment. So be careful with Juniper there. But right now, it's holding up pretty decently as far as I can tell. I did see Lululemon catching a big move today. I don't know what the news is on Lululemon, but nonetheless, the yoga apparel maker is moving sharply higher. Lot of resistance right here. This is a parabolic move. Lot of resistance around 60 to 62. This could even be a fade candidate, but if the markets are strong, it may not really fade all that much. But nonetheless, it could be a morning fade candidate. I'm going to keep it on my watch list going into the open. Okay, so again, decent little move across the board, and the markets are up sizably today. So you got to be careful whenever you see these big gap ups like this. But this is what we've been accustomed to seeing over the past few months. It's really big gap ups and gap downs, and that's kind of how this market has been playing out over the past few months. All right, with that said, everybody, I think I'll leave it there. Have a great trading day, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Take care now.